You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 251.
251, man. I'm simply Ralph Lauren this week.
That's what's up. That's what's up. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast, and our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON, 2 underscores, the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS underscore ESL underscore AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJY FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, hope.
Shout out to OS Gang down in Georgia. Ralph. My guy, my pal, my brethren.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah, my brother. My brother.
How you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I had a long weekend, you know what I'm saying? We talked about that. You know, I didn't get too much into the details, but you know what happened.
Yeah.
So Thursday kind of kicked off everything. So I went to see Blast. You know, that's like my new favorite artist. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to say I'm a fan of somebody that's so younger than me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But I looked up Blast's age. He's only 31. I was like, I don't know why I'm putting so much distance in our ages, but it just feels like, well, it was a clear difference in who's his fans. Because when you go to a concert, you're like, oh, these kids, all these children in here.
The youth.
Yeah, the youth. Yeah, and I was in the venue where I had a seat. So, you know, that's a big thing. You know, people that listen to OS, I complain a lot about, I ain't going to just see anybody. And if I do, I need a seat.
Gotta have a seat.
I know sometimes it's cool to be in a place.
Yeah.
But I had a seat.
Gotta have a seat.
So I paid for the little VIP on that much. But, you know, I got to sit, you know, right there at the stage.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a good time, man. Johnnie was his opening artist, guy out of the DMV.
Okay.
Cool guy. You know, kind of like some singing type stuff, but it was cool. Not too, but you know, out to him. He had Jordan Ward come out, who's St. Louis. They got a joint tape. So I didn't know
Jordan Ward and Jr.
No, Jordan Ward. They have a
joint tape. Okay.
Yeah. So everybody like started cheering. I was like, I feel like I should know who this is. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. I was like, Johnnie. So Johnnie has a tape. He says they got a joint tape. So I was like, okay, Jordan Ward. Like, oh, St. Louis. Oh, yeah. Get the ovation now.
Sure.
Leon Thomas was the next guy.
Went crazy.
Please,
went crazy.
If you can, see Leon Thomas live.
Oh, word. Okay.
It does his. Listening to the album don't do it no justice.
Okay.
Like he is that. He is that. Like, it's good to see, like, now he is a kid. Now he is like 25. Like, now he's a child to me. You know what I'm saying? But just to know that, like, they still out here singing like that. He plays the guitar.
Mm-hmm. Go. Okay. Look, I listened to the album.
Like,
I listened to Mud,
but
fire album.
Cold though. Like cold.
Okay.
Like, oh my God. Like that was. He's definitely like a star in the making. I hope like his star continues to rise, like further than what it's been, you know. And I know he wrote Snooze for SZA too, so I know he's like a songwriter. He's in that bag too. And then the main event, man, Blast did his thing, man. I was thoroughly impressed. Like I didn't know what to expect. Like he had a whole stage set, he had dancers, he had a background singer. One of the girls I recognized from All Deaf. You know, may not be able to get into it right here, but you know, I recognized her face. I was like.
She was a dancer or
no, she was a singer.
Singer,
like background singer. I was like, because I seen
fine.
a lot of all deaf content, and she sang and stuff before, but it was good to see that she like the craft has taken her further than what we only see on All Death.
Yeah.
But and then I don't know if you remember, it was a off the dome that I had asked you a few weeks ago, where if you went to see your favorite artist or just an artist and they didn't perform like either their biggest hit or one of their B-sides, would you be mad?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga left a few songs out there. So I was hot. I was like, hey, it wasn't even a B-side for real. It was like, nigga, this is a joint.
This is the one.
This the one, man. One of them could have got taken out. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe for the curtain call. Everybody do the fake curtain call these days.
The
like,
encores.
You know what I'm saying? They just leave out, oh, yeah, good night. Oh, that wasn't no real one. Like, come on back. Come out here. give us that 2-3, that 2-3 piece.
The extra, yeah.
No, man, he did one song and then left. I was like, wait, where Gang Slide at, bro? Like, you just not.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Does he have like a recent project that came out?
Yeah, obviously you focus on your recent project. The Gang Slides from the first one, that was like 4 years ago at this point. But still,
right.
Listen, it was so. You know how bad it is, like when you go outside, like me and the wife, we just frolicking and stuff like that. But you see like somebody pull off and they playing Gang Slide.
Yeah,
he didn't play. He didn't perform it. I promise you, if you know how Kevin Hart was crying in the club, he's doing this.
Yeah.
If he performed Gang Slide, that was gonna be me.
But I hear you though.
Fire concert though, but it's still
no. It's the principle.
It's the point.
I feel you.
But yeah, man, other than that, man, just outside of being an old nigga, that's all I got, bro. Like I can go further, but I don't want to take too much time.
That's hilarious. Nah, that's what's up though. Shout out to Blade.
Yeah, shout out to Blade.
He's a West Coast artist.
Yes, it was first time here, man.
Nah, that's what's up. Shout out to him, man. So yeah, hopefully as his career continues, hopefully he comes back. Because a lot of artists, they come here in their early stages of their touring career and don't. I
just want to say this as somebody that, like, if you listen to Blast music, you don't think of somebody that can perform. He took a lot of time to figure that out, which I'm happy to see.
He had a show.
He had a show. Like he had a whole set, set that went along with the theme of the album. The background dancers that went with the certain songs. He kind of let the background dancers get solos and certain things. And then like he shouted out his his background singer. So things like that only adds to his showmanship. It's kind of like, well, listen, I can't dance like that, but so no, very entertaining show.
That's what's
very entertaining.
That's dope, man. Well, I'm good. Pretty much kind of the same thing. Like I went out Friday.
Okay.
First of all, I want to shout out the Gateway Blurs. It's a blurred group here in St. Louis that's curated by my guy Glenn. Started out as a Facebook group and he started to churn out like different events, and he was able to collaborate with one of the St. Louis social media influencers, True Wag.
Okay.
True Wag.
Yeah. I know exactly.
Monsters Ball on Friday night. The majority of the people came out in costumes, and a lot of the costumes were fire, super fire. Listen, I was a sophisticated Mario. You know what I'm saying? I had my Mario hat on and gloves, but I had the red shirt on. But I had that shit on. I had that shit on. But I saw like 3 other Super Marios that was like actually dressed in like the real Mario shit, and I'm like, I
could have got me some overalls too.
I know, facts, but it had to be different type shit. But but the night was great, man.
Yeah,
the DJs were dope. The cosplayers were dope. They had like different gaming setups everywhere. They had the new Dragon Ball Z game on the big screen. Like it was a really, really dope night. Everybody that was in the costume got a free pre-roll on entry. It was it was like that. Like it was a great night. So just to be able to experience that type of event, in general, not even just in St. Louis, but in general, man, it was great. It was great. No, so hopefully that's something that they can make an annual thing, because
continue to build on.
Yeah, man, they sold over 100 tickets. It was lit. Like it was really, really dope. Like really dope. So I was there. Social meter ran real low, so I was in the house Saturday. I was in the house all day Saturday.
Listen, so, I was out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
So I was like,
need that recharge time.
I need that recharge time.
Man, for real.
But
that's crazy.
Man.
Get into it?
Yeah, man. Off the dome.
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro.
Let's do it.
Music related question. I'm not sure if I asked you this before, but give me a producer artist combo that you would love to hear collaborate. doesn't matter about the genre or even the time space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like eras. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think they could churn out a dope project, but it has to be one producer, one artist.
I like this. I'm gonna have some fun with this.
Yeah, sure. Do you need time?
Now
I can answer.
I have an idea, but yes.
Okay.
Can the artist be deceased?
Yeah, that's why I said it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha,
if you want to cook like that, if you think they can churn out a good project, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for real.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for real and Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I think with the type of production that Pharrell has, with like the real like high sounds and the his iconic like 4-count intro, and then like Michael Jackson will be able he will be able to write something so smooth to some of Pharrell's like up tempo beats. I think they would make a really good collaboration.
It's funny that you went there, right? Because that could have happened. That's Michael Jackson's fault. You know how people killed Justin Timberlake for taking Michael Jackson leftovers? You know what I'm saying? People like, oh, Justified ain't nothing but Michael Jackson's leftover songs. Well, why the fuck Michael Jackson didn't pick them?
Hey, man. I don't know. Listen, maybe it was something behind the scenes Michael ain't fool with. I don't know.
Listen. Would you take Justified or Invincible? And put your bias aside.
What I'm saying is Invincible was an album of throwaways that were kind of remastered in 2001. So let me start with that. Okay. So I'm gonna put the plea on it. I'm gonna put the plea on it. Because we know what the answer is. but what I'm saying is what I'm saying is Justified was a fire album, but it's Michael Jackson. No. Of course. I'm joking, but yeah. I mean, come on.
Because I can hear Mike singing Rocky Body, Senorita, like a lot of them joints. Like, ooh, that was a different layer right there. But listen, but obviously that could have happened.
I mean, yeah. It should have.
It should have happened. But see,
damn, Mike.
We let Justin Timberlake be great. Like, see,
damn, Mike, that's crazy.
That's crazy, Mike. But see, my answer is kind of like, I think it's a little bit low hanging fruit. But shout out to Glorilla, who has a pretty dope, solid project out called Glorious. But
absolutely,
I would like to hear her, even if it's a mixtape or an entire album. But I need DJ Paul and Juicy J to lock in and give her some beats.
I like that,
because Glow is just in a space where it's just working for, it's clicking for, and I want her to tap into her Memphis roots before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Before she drop an accent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hear music, we ain't gonna hear none of that.
Music.
Right. We ain't gonna hear none of that no more. But I've been a fan of Glow. I always say Big Glow whenever I get a chance to, but just knowing that she's kind of in a lane of her own. I know we got Lotto. I know we got Meg. I know we got all these, Scarlett, Rap, Rhapsody. Right? It's women out here for you. Doja, like, it's women out here for you. So if you want to find them, but I just think she's in a lane by herself. Like, she sells sex, but that's not what she's selling. Yeah, if that makes sense.
I feel that.
So the fact that she kind of has like this princess crunk type thing. Come on, DJ Paul, Juicy J, we need that. The street, and Glow is the only, I think, one of the only women or like women rappers that men are comfortable bumping. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. No, it's true. It's the funny thing about Glorilla is like she's one of the only artists currently that it appears as if she's really going through artist development. Like think about Glorilla when she first came out. FNF and all that.
Glow is not.
It's not
Glow.
this.
It's not Glow.
Jesus Christ, it's not. It's not. It's not. But I love the fact that we're able to witness this because we haven't seen anything like this from an artist that was really plucked off of Instagram and YouTube and all that in a while, and like really like she glowed up.
I was about to say, now listen, we know Meg and Lotto can rap better, but
say it.
I'm saying it. It's just Glow is a better package deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she may not be as, I guess fine, like whatever your metric of beauty is. But I think she is a well put together artist. She's very, very, very likable.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard not to like her.
Yeah.
I think her rapping has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
I think she knows how to make good music. Like, I think she just knows how to make a song. So if she can tap back into like, getting the Memphis Legends to produce an album for her or a project or something like that, I would really love to hear that.
And it's the other thing. Alongside her whole artist development, she hasn't really been in no mess outside of music, and that aids in her becoming a better artist. Like if we really talking about it, like it's crazy.
Yep.
So,
oh man, so what you got, bro?
Anyway. All right, so
we went all around.
I know. So for my off the dome, it's Halloween week. Shout out to everybody that's dressing up, going to Halloween parties, and doing all that kind of stuff. So I want to ask you. So since it's Halloween week, if money wasn't an issue, what movie character would you dress up as for Halloween? I'm talking about full on. Let's say you got the whole movie team to work on your costume for a party. It could be any. It doesn't even have to be a comic book character. Any movie character.
You go. I'm just.
So my answer is honestly Iron Man. Like if I was able to put on like a Mark 31 Iron Man suit and just be able to walk around with the repulsor beams and all that stuff shining, like it would be fire. I know they actually have an Iron Man helmet out where you can say, "Hey Jarvis, open helmet" or something like that. Like that's actually a thing. So if I could get that with the actual body armor that I'm able to walk around in, and like, you know how he one of the older Iron Man suits where it opened, he was just able to step out. Like I would love to do some shit like that, man. Crazy. That would be fire. That would be super fire.
Now, I hate that, like, that's why it's off the dome.
Yeah.
You don't get time to think about it. And I mean, maybe this is another low hanging fruit because we're going to talk about it later. But I was thinking Blade because that's a lot of leather. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of leather, bro. If I'm going off of the 98 version with the long leather, the bulletproof vest, the leather pants, the combat boots, and then a nice sword. You know what I'm saying? You know, shades are shades. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be the cheapest. That might be the cheapest thing.
You even gonna do the haircut?
No.
Okay, not cutting your hair, but I mean, like you get the wig joint.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm fully commit. It'll look like I look. I don't know how I look because I ain't built like Wesley, but you know how it's gonna look. But I would be committed to the Blade thing. Though.
Yeah. That's what's up. Listen, one year we're gonna actually come in here and pod in costumes because like I think about it after the fact. Like it just hit me. It's Halloween week.
You know what the thing is, man, and this is kind of, it's like a sidebar to everything, but you know how people talk about how they would love to do podcasting and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Listen, we are our own producers. We are the sound engineers. We're the on-air talent. We are the social media managers. We are the
talent bookers.
Right.
We do it all. It's us.
So if something slips our mind in the sense of like Halloween coming up this week, we need somebody to remind us that, hey, if you guys would like to dress up for Halloween,
the best I could have threw on a mask today.
That's it.
See, no, I ain't want.
The only time it didn't work since Johnny sprung it over, I was not ready for that.
I know.
That's the only reason it didn't work. If he had told me,
that was a great pod. That was a great pod. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to do that because it was so fun. It was so fun because your face was.
I know. But clearly, that was off the dome, people. Hey man, if you can get an artist producer combo, any era, any genre, anything, who would it be and why?
Yep. And then what movie character would you dress up for as Halloween if you had their entire costume department there to aid you in your costume? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS family, what's happening? Family and kin. Folk,
what's cracking?
We got a few topics to run through on this OS news docket for this week, but let's start with I guess on the somber note, man. Let's say rest in peace again to a hip-hop icon, hip-hop legend, DJ Clark Kent, super producer, obviously a DJ, most notably for I know he discovered Jay-Z, worked on stuff with Mariah Carey, Sneakerhead, like all around culture enthusiast.
Yeah.
So Johnny,
man, again, another random passing. It's always a different type of feeling when it's one of the hip hop icons, right?
Yeah.
Somebody, excuse me, somebody that has who has ventured through hip hop and been relevant in like all the different decades of hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he DJ for Dana Dane in the 80s, like he worked with Jay-Z, worked with Mariah Carey, like so many different
Biggie
and Biggie,
you know,
right? It's crazy because I know Ralph is a historian, so you know he loves like the facts and the of things that happened in the past and things like that. So the fact that we lost somebody that literally has been through the history of hip hop as it's been a thing, right? Yeah. He passed away at 58. Hip hop is 50, right? He's only 8 years older than hip hop. Like that's crazy. That's crazy to think about, right? So again, man, phenomenal career. Was there for the start of it all, actually. Yeah. And again, was able to stay relevant. It's one thing to be relevant at the beginning and maybe your career kind of tapers off, but to be able to have your hand in something in each of the decades in hip hop is just amazing, man. So yeah, man, rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent.
Definitely rest in peace to him. And then he struggled with colon cancer for the past few years. So you know, black men just get checked out.
Get checked
58 is still young.
Absolutely.
58 is very young. So you know, somebody that had all the money, the resources, the love, the adoration from the coach is still checked out early. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Fat Man Scoop.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So. I know, man. And even reading through the article, like I'm happy to read that, you know, in his during his last moments, he was with his family.
Yeah.
Wife, kids, loved ones, close family, friends. Like, I think that, you know, instead of like something, I mean, it's all tragic, but to be able to go out around the people that you love, surrounded by love, I guess is what I'm saying is, to me, I would say is the best way.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But definitely, prayers and thoughts and wishes.
For sure.
Let's try this out. I'm not sure how long we got here because people come to us for the riveting street stuff, right? They got to hear us talk about it. But Lil Durk was arrested for a murder for hire conspiracy. Johnnie, another young superstar in hip hop, has been arrested for presumably a RICO case.
Yeah.
So, thoughts?
And like when I first heard it, I was like, damn, it's unfortunate. Let me start there, right?
Yeah.
It's like it was two sides of me that were really trying to figure out which angle I wanted to come from here. Cause on the one hand,
go hip hop Republican. Fuck all that. You know where I'm going with it. Go hip hop Republican.
I know. I try to do the devil's advocate thing. Cause I mean, listen, this whole thing stems from a murder for hire plot, right?
Yeah.
Trying to avenge Lil Durk's friend King Von's death.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that whole thing, King Von's death is a whole nother thing.
A whole nother thing.
We'll keep that to the side for this discussion. I want to say that I understand Lil Durk's thought process in this, right? I want to say that
it's like it's an eye for an eye.
Yeah. So exactly. So, okay, fine. We'll keep that where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
But fam, come on, like Lil Durk is somebody that has thrusted himself into hip hop stardom. Thrusted, yeah, I said it. Into hip hop stardom, right? Hell, I seen him on tour with Drake and J. Cole, right? So he's been doing his thing in hip hop, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for him to have the type of career that he has been having, in the midst of all of that, to lose your friend, I get it, but then to be so, I don't know the proper word I'm looking for here, but to not think properly, into having a murder for hire plot, and then on top of that, not being really smart about it, not being smart about the whole thing, you paying people and renting cars and doing all this stuff in your own name with your own credit card is insane, and that's how the feds found him. Like, of course, they've been doing their research and things like that for years. Mm-hmm. And we talked about this with Diddy, but when the feds come and get you, when they indict you, they already got all the evidence they need. So when they come and get you, it's really a wrap. It's really a wrap for Lil Durk. It's only a matter of time whenever his trial is, like, he's going to get sentenced. Now, for how long? He's looking at life, possibly the death penalty. all because of revenge. It's crazy.
Damn. All my life.
that shit ain't made nothing.
To keep me down.
That shit
They
ain't
try
made
to
nothing.
keep me down.
Try to keep yourself down. Like that's
God damn
it's
it.
insane. It's
After
insane.
you made the uplifting joint with J. Cole. Nah, but hey man, it's entertainment to us, but it's their real life. And honestly, money doesn't change you, it makes you more of who you already are. And a lot of these kids and a lot of I shouldn't say kids because Durk is a grown man. I think Durk is over 30, so shit.
Oh yeah.
So that's a
He
conscious
good,
decision.
He good and grown.
Yeah, that was a conscious decision.
Facts.
But you don't never necessarily lead a gang life. Now you're the big homie. You the big homie with money. You know what I'm saying? And King Von wasn't no saint. So, I know rest in peace to certain people, but it's just like, hey, and I hate to talk like that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like when they say free somebody. No, he should be alive.
No, he did that shit.
He did that shit.
He
He did
did
it.
that.
It's okay for him. He did it. But I don't know. It's like I really don't have too much about the case itself. It's just more so by like a existential view of the whole thing when it comes to hip hop and these lyrics and things like that. And I hope that these young black kids get in the game and hopefully change their lives. But it's so much death and so much despair around the situation, and it's kind of just disheartening because like kids really fuck with Durk.
Yeah.
Imagine like one of our you hate to say hero, but hero is a subjective term.
Of course.
These kids fuck with Durk.
Yeah.
So imagine seeing that one of your guys getting arrested for that goofy shit that they're involved in when they try to tell you to live a certain way, but they're not necessarily, they're living what they're rapping, but they're trying to tell you to go a certain way.
Yeah. And and from Durk's perspective in that point, right?
Yeah.
I guess because he's living it, right? It's like, do as I say, not as I do. I'm trying to give you the game. I did that so you don't have to go through that type of thing. But see, the difference is with humans. This is just a human trait.
Yeah.
You can lead a horse to water, but can't make him drink. Lead a horse to water, but can't make him drink. Listen, clearly I'm not enunciating today. That's me. That's a me thing. But yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So you can tell somebody something as much as you want, but it's up to them to really make that decision.
The example's not there.
Yeah,
because clearly you still rapping about it. Like, remember we reviewed that one album with him and Lil Baby was the voice of the future.
Yeah,
the voice
of the people. Voice of the people.
Something to that extent. So like the kids fuck with you. So it's kind of like I don't know, bro. And then it's kind of like, there's a world where he can get off.
You think so?
Well, look at Thug. The Young Thug trial. Which is damn near about to be a mistrial. But I think it was a lot of miscue. Like, the thing is on the prosecution to prove,
right,
certain things. Yeah, they went and got Young Thug and we thought he was cooked. Young Thug put out a tweet to Drake talking about, we should put all this aside and be friends. Nigga, you fighting for your life? That lets me know your lawyer gave you some great news. You know what I'm saying? So if Young Thug is getting out, which I think is, it's two different situations. Like, now granted, it's still I think it was more so like a state thing with Georgia. I don't think that was like a Fed case. If this is federal, federal really don't lose like that. But I don't know, bro. It's just,
I'm not sure either. But
it's just like when it kind of gets to this point about hip hop, I do kind of tune it out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is not something about the culture that I definitely, want to hold up. I don't care about who's in jail, who's out of jail. I don't care about those things.
Facts. You're right, because a Tribe Called Quest just got inducted to the
we ain't talking about that.
Like that's
it's
crazy.
Just certain things like I can't. It's like I just want to. I know it's hard to compartmentalize and stay on task when the streets is a part of the culture, but it's just a part of the culture I don't glorify.
Yeah.
I know some people love it. They watch the documentaries, all that shit. Like, shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
But it's like that's something that I don't need in my wheelhouse.
Same. Yeah. So certain things you can't ingest too much.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And this side of hip hop is definitely one of those things.
It's like I'm acknowledging that it's there and it's part of the culture or part of the the I guess the framework of it. But it's just like I just don't have to pay attention too much. Basically. But yeah, man, all this came from beef, but let's talk about something that's stemming from I guess the biggest beef in a long time. Kendrick Lamar and his team have submitted the Drake disses for Grammy nominations. Johnny, do we care about that?
Yeah, we care.
Okay.
Yeah, we care. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people predicted this. Like we kind of knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, it's not this. Well, we knew Not Like Us was going to be submitted.
Yeah.
And maybe like that.
Yeah.
But I really thought Euphoria would have been submitted.
Yeah.
I really thought Euphoria would have been submitted. But I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at it at all. I think Not Like Us should win best rap song, best rap record, best song of the year, all the song categories,
categories.
Pop, best pop record. I don't care. All of best submitted for country. Like, why not? Let's do it.
Troll niggas.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel you. No, listen. We can't sit here and be like, Drake got a Grammy for the Meek Diss, and now we got to sit
right.
Here, now we got to sit here and is Kendrick taking this too far? Do we care? Like, hey, Kendrick just open his mouth. Somebody give me a Grammy right. Give him a Grammy right now.
Headshots for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Kendrick Lamar said it himself in Euphoria.
So not only do we get Not Like Us performed on the biggest stage, on the biggest platform, the biggest sporting event of the year, then we gotta spin the block the next week.
A week later, and watch him win a Grammy for it. Yeah.
Hey man,
and I bet you he actually show up and excel.
Listen, I ain't mad at chess being played right now. I ain't mad at it, like, because if it was anybody else, we want to see blood, right? This is the version of that. You know what I'm saying?
It is,
and it's like, yeah, it's politics in it, yeah, it's all that, whatever. Let's find what excuse y'all find that this is lame, but Drake has a Grammy for back-to-back. Like, this is not lame. He did it.
Exactly.
But the thing is, he submitted both songs twice. Like, it's like Not Like Us, and
so you're gonna be going against himself in the category. No, I love it. Look, gunshots. Why not? Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah,
I love it.
Now, what if Kendrick, somebody like Future started dissing Kendrick, and it's like, I helped you get a Grammy. Like, is that the conversation we gonna start having? Like,
all right, Future. Like, I hear you.
No, he didn't say that.
No, I'm saying, like, if we were to get to that point, like, okay, Future, like, I gave you your praise for being, in hip hop for this long and all that kind of stuff. But let's not get too big for your britches. Let's not do that.
Too big for your britches.
Let's not do that. Okay. Cause if we all right, we here now. It's kind of hindsight with like that. The song itself, the entire composition of Like That, outside of Kendrick's verse, beat is fire, but
it's typical Future shit.
Yeah,
like, I can admit that.
Yeah,
it's like if you like what Future does, that's just what Future does right there, and it just happened to have. This is better than that Mask Off remix. So maybe this is to make up for that. Because listen, when Kendrick jumped on that Mask Off remix, I was like, get this shit out of here. Get that shit up out of here.
That's funny.
No, sir. So,
And I love Mask Off. So, yeah.
But the remix, though?
I mean, I could have done without it. Could have done it. Yeah.
Speaking of things that we can do without. Legacy sequel time, baby. Hollywood continues to Hollywood. Now, I don't know which one you want to start with or which one you care about the most. Ice Cube confirms that there's a Friday reboot in the works on a recent podcast. I forgot which one it was on. I think it was $1 million worth of game. I could be wrong.
Yes,
it was $1 million. It was $1 million worth of game. And then Sony. This came from this didn't come from Martin Lawrence. This came directly from Run Tell That Productions and Sony.
Okay.
So there's a Blue Streak 2 in the works. So I guess I have to ask, which one are you more excited for? A Friday reboot or Blue Streak 2?
I would be more excited for a Friday reboot.
Okay.
See, okay, and this is my thing with Friday, right?
Okay.
I would prefer a reboot versus no.
A continuation of the story.
Yes.
Like a Friday 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah,
or last Friday or something.
Because I think Friday could definitely be remade for a new generation, especially with all of the different young comedians that we have out now. I think Friday could be really well done, especially if Ice Cube is a part of it. Writing, production, and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I would be more excited for a Friday reboot.
Yeah.
The pool of talent Like it's so vast. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can make it great. It could be great.
Yeah.
Blue Streak 2, if this is a sequel 20 years, how many other years later? I mean, not saying it won't work. I'm not saying that, but
Yeah.
it's a long shot. It's a very long shot. Listen, they just so Bad Boys 4 just so happened to be so much more fire than Bad Boys 3. So
Yeah.
ain't no guarantee lightning gonna strike twice with Blue Streak 2. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have a box office draw with Will Smith, so that's Bad Boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That's
that, right?
Okay.
But Blue Streak is such a long shot because the story definitively ended. You know what I'm saying? He was in Mexico. He got the diamond. Like I don't know what else we can do here.
Unless the diamond was fate,
right?
Like what we
doing? Because the thing about the story was that he was a thief that had to play as a cop. So how do we bring all that storyline back? And then I need Dave Chappelle in there. I need Luke Wilson in there. I need everybody back.
Hey, Dave Chappelle ain't doing it.
And Dave Chappelle, how are you the comic relief in a comedy? I cut your tongue out and lick my balls with him.
He did the same thing to the professor. Oh God!
like Dave Chappelle was a menace in that movie, and he ain't even like that no more.
He died.
I don't think he. I mean, he might do it if like Martin gave him a call, but it's just like it wouldn't have the same energy. Dave Chappelle had a different energy in '99.
He not doing this. He not doing Blue Streak.
So it's like, how? Like why? How? Like. It's like I don't see how you can pick this up and do it again.
So same, I agree.
That's why I just don't see how you pick this up.
Now, would you be more on board if this was a remake or reboot?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can
reimagining of the story.
Yeah, you can do that. But if you're talking about like a direct sequel to something, I think that I love Blue Streak. That's why I'm not here for like a sequel of it.
Yeah.
It's a definitive story. Like he got the diamond. Everybody on the heist is dead except Dave Chappelle's character.
This is almost on par with them doing Joker 2. Like it's a singular film that the story ended.
Yes.
It's no need to continue this. It's no need.
It's no need. And then Luke Wilson would have to be the character that's chasing him because he was the cop. He said, "Hey, maybe I'll catch you around." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "No, you ain't gonna see me."
Right.
But I don't know. But a Friday reboot. The only thing that I take away from this is that the fact that Ice Cube doesn't have the IP property of Friday. Because why we keep begging you to make something and Hollywood throws money at it. So it's just like, if you really owned it, why you just can't do it? Or do you want New Line to pay for it? Like, I'm confused as to why this hasn't happened yet.
And that was my other point. With
that's what I take away from it.
Ice Cube has been confirming this for like the last 10 years. So
see, listen, man, I'm off the train of Chris Tucker ever coming back and doing this. And that's fine. We found so many other comedians, so many diamonds in the rough that can just be a part of this Friday universe. We don't have to necessarily, continue the Smokey storyline. But Pop's not being there is a big blow.
True.
I'm sorry. Like, and I don't think I could watch a Friday without him.
Unless it's a reimagining. It has to be.
Even if it it had to be a reimagining, because if it was like set in the same universe, you can't acknowledge John Witherspoon not being
right. Agreed.
And you could have played off of his real life death, rest in peace to him, you know what I'm saying, just having a funeral and having to deal with the blowback of everything that comes with that, you know what I'm saying, like, and still make it funny but still have a serious tone, kind of like the first film, because every film after that got silly,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's why Friday is always the better film, because everything else was just goofy as hell.
Goofy, yeah, that's funny.
But I mean, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I'll believe this shit is coming out when the release date is a day away. That's when I'll believe it's happening. Trailer. Yeah,
because I mean, it's easy. Just get O'Shea and DC Young Fly.
That's
that.
Boom. You got it.
Create the new Pops. Bam.
Come on.
But I still need John Witherspoon to be the granddad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still need to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because Regina King not coming back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Regina King not coming back. Rest in peace to Debo. Rest in peace to AJ Johnson that played Ezel.
Right.
Like, so many of the Bernie Mac. Rest in peace.
God.
Like, listen, bro. That's why if you go do it, do it. But if not, shut the fuck up and leave us alone. Leave us alone.
And that also goes to anybody anybody's platform that Ice Cube goes and sits down at. Just stop asking.
Because
he gonna say the same shit every time. He been saying the same shit.
Man, what and then all this money you got. And I'm not saying movies are easy to make and cheap to make, but it's just like I feel like there's a way that this could have been done.
Actually, you know what? This is getting rebooted. I forgot the name of the movie already, but it's the Keke Palmer Scissor joint that's coming out of January. It's already being rebooted.
They ain't number Insecure and Friday.
Like, look, MASH, and I love it.
Right, like,
shout out to Issa Rae.
It looks good too.
It looks amazing.
But hey, man, since we on movies, man, let's go and get to it. Blurred topic, blurred segment. Marvel Studios has officially taking Blade off his MCU schedule. It's official and it's indefinitely. There's no time frame on it. There's no 2026, 2027.
Nothing.
It's gone. So Johnny posed the question: is this the MCU's biggest fumble? But let's just start on the fact that Blade is no longer happening.
I'm clearing out. It's on you.
I tried to take. I hate being right. Hold on. I tried to tell y'all niggas. I tried to tell y'all what the fuck was about to happen. I was like, hey man, that movie is in production hell. We have lost directors. We have reported on every bad headline that they have had. We have. And like I said, Blade fitting into this family-friendly version of a cinematic universe does not work. We haven't seen a rated R film. We got one rated R film. It was trash. Like, listen, there's no blood in the MCU. You can't cuss. You can barely kick a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, it's not that hard to make a vampire film. Like, my nigga, like, goddamn. And then, like, hey, now you got, Wesley Snipes looking like a prophet. There's only one Blade. Now, look at you. Look at you. Stupid. Look at you. Dumb. God, like, oh my God. Like, this is now it's feeling like a fumble because, like, you introduce him in the film. Like, he's a part of the. You can look at 87 end credit scenes and see that they didn't fulfill promises.
Oh yeah, oh for sure.
So the best thing y'all did was not have him on fucking camera.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, just the voice.
Just the voice.
Just the voice.
Damn.
Right.
So, oh my God, like, I wasn't really excited when they announced it. And I kind of spoke on it then. I was a hater, I guess. But, don't you love when you hate on something and you were proven right? Don't you love that?
It justifies the hate.
Yeah, it just
justifies the hate.
I was never here for it because the MCU did not prove to really put something together that can, in a cinematic universe where I can feel like, oh, a vampire can be here.
Okay.
They never properly world built that up. So how can I believe that? Oh, we just go get Mahershala Ali and he can play Blade. He could play a War Machine variant or some shit. But like Blade, like we're just making it Blade right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this was in 2019. It's 2024. This shit was supposed to come out November of next year.
Originally it was supposed to come out last year, right?
No, it's supposed to come out this year. No, it's supposed to come out this year. But I think the writer's strike.
Okay.
Well, pandemic happened right after the announcement. They finally got their stuff together. Then the writer's strike happened. Then we pushed it back again. And then so how does this affect Secret Wars? How does this affect Doomsday? How does this affect everything moving forward? We watching Agatha. We'll get to that in a second. I mean, a vampire could be there, I guess. Like, on the witch's road, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is dumb.
And this is why optimism is trash. This is exactly why.
Because you was trying.
I did.
You was trying.
I really was.
I was like, nah, I seen. You know how you see a train wreck coming? You seen it. I seen it.
I didn't. I got to take the rose-colored glasses off. It's crazy. Like I really, I'm not gonna say I had high hopes, but I definitely had hopes that the film, first of all, would come out.
Yeah.
Second of all, would be decent. I know. I really didn't think it was a way it could be comparable to Blade, the first Blade.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely thought that they would be able to make it where, yes, it fits into the MCU. Yes, it's actually a good story, a good movie. We only need an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. We don't need 2+ hours of a Blade movie. Yeah, like, come on, man. one of the easiest types of movies to make because so many of them have been made throughout the film industry. Like it's too easy of a layup.
Yep.
Too easy of a layup. And you can make it like Black Panther. It doesn't necessarily have to be super connected to everything. Black Panther felt like an isolated movie. Yes, we knew that coming off of Captain America Civil War that Black Panther took place right after that. We know, but it still felt like an isolated movie. Could have been the same. It could have been the same joint. Like
absolutely. So
yeah.
Now we express our disdain for that whole thing. Do you think it's the biggest fumble though? Because there's a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
Let's talk through this because off the top of my head, it's definitely top 5. But
no, it's definitely top 5. But I don't know if it's the biggest. But you got a lot. I mean, you got like you can say Thor: Love and Thunder is a fumble. The whole film, even the after credit scene.
True.
Because you introduce Hercules. Like, what we doing with that?
And see,
we got an MCU Hercules, right?
So that supposedly there's supposed to be a Thor 5. And Hercules is supposed to be
the villain,
the
anti-hero or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where that was.
Okay.
Still the film though.
Still the film. Okay, cool. How about Eternals 2? You got Starfiles. You got Harry Styles, right?
Definitely a fumble. That's also
because there's no Eternals 2 now.
Right. Yeah. They took that off. They scrapped that.
And then the Black Knight shit. What about Black? You went and got Jon Snow. You got Jon Snow. What about Secret Invasion?
So yes, Secret Invasion definitely was a big fumble because to me that should have been a movie. Secret Invasion is a big enough storyline that could have and should have been played out in movie form. That should have been the next Avengers movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Should have absolutely been the next Avengers movie. But then also, what was the other? Armor Wars. Armor Wars was initially a show that they somehow converted to a movie, and now it's not coming out. That's a crazy fumble because I think that would have did well as a show or a movie. They could have played it 2 different ways.
So out of everything that we named, we'll just stick to that because those are most recent stuff. What do you think is the biggest one out of those?
To me, I say Secret Invasion.
I was about to say Secret Invasion.
It's a big enough storyline to where that it may not have been $1 billion, but it could have been damn near close to $1 billion.
Like you said, if that's an event, I'm taking your word on that. But I just like the storyline of it, like it's aliens. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we get into the nitty gritty of that. That damn near should have been like a Captain Marvel thing.
So yes, it definitely could have been a Captain Marvel thing, or it could have been an Avengers movie. Imagine a plot line where we go back and see different scenes from the first three or 4 phases of the MCU, and key pivotal characters are Skrulls.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I'd like that.
That's crazy.
I enjoyed that. And then you had another my girl that played Daenerys Targaryen. She was the what was our girl that was the Skrull, that was the leader of the Skrulls?
Oh, what's that girl name?
I forgot her character name, but
it's not Rhaena.
Like Rhaena, something to that. Gaia. So Gaia was in Game of Thrones. She was a big character.
I remember you telling me. Yeah.
You got 2 Game of Thrones. So you got people that would have been like, oh shit, Game of Thrones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're fumbling money in that way. Because you got Kit Harington, and then they could have found a way to probably put them on screen together. That would have been a dope little Easter egg for the people that love Game of Thrones. But see, y'all fucking that up.
See, okay. See, instead of Doomsday, the next Avengers film could have been Secret Invasion, and that could have led into Captain Marvel 3. See, come on, man.
See, hire us. Well, hey man, we ain't gonna talk about ads because I think we'll say that for next week.
Okay,
because it's a 2 episodes joint.
Okay,
I just want to talk about Penguin before we get up out of here.
All right, let's do it.
So Penguin episode, was it 4 now?
No, I think this was 5.
5. This was 5.
Hold on.
Because we a week behind. Like we record on the day that it comes out.
Yeah.
So
I want to say last week was 5, but
it might be 5.
Like, let's run and check it out.
Just check it out. Check it out.
Of course. Oh, there we go. Pop right on up. Yeah. Last week was 5.
Episode 5. What's the name of it again?
Homecoming.
Hey man, this is the first time I watched it, and I said, "Hey, where the fuck is the bat?" It was so much chaos. I was like, hey, Bruce, Batterson, somebody, anybody, Nightwing.
Where you
help me. I said, help me, nigga. I was like, where's the bat? Somebody, anybody. This nigga Penguin is a menace.
That is too funny.
I watched it, bro, in the middle of that. I was like, and then, we'll get to obviously the what's happening in the episode. But when he got the wife and the son up out of here, I said, hey. And I paused it. I was like, hey, this is too much. And I looked at the timer. Bro, it was like 30 minutes left. Hey, where's the bat? Somebody needs to stop this. Halt. Somebody needs to stop this shit.
Bro, first of all, that's hilarious because in my, like, I know this is Penguin. I know this is Batman universe. I know this is Gotham. But not once did that pop in my head. Like, where's the bat? Like, not one time. Because in my brain, it's like, again, this is year 2 of Batman being Batman, so his detective skills ain't like that yet.
I guess.
But how do Penguin keep not getting killed? Like, oh my God.
This man is a menace to the society. I said, hey, we need the bat. The bat needs to come out. He need to help somebody. Help him. Do something.
What's crazy? So I'm loving this series for the fact that we're witnessing the Penguin become a top tier villain. Like he started off, as we see throughout the series, as the driver for Sophia. But like all of these all of these different chess moves that he's making is really putting him in position to be a top tier villain in this universe.
That's why I was like, where's the bat?
And this is crazy.
I'm like, it's so crazy. Like we're not talking about the episode, but we're talking about it. It's kind of like, how do we have a series dedicated to somebody that's still gonna be second in command? Like, who's gonna be worse than him? Like, granted, the first nigga flooded the city, so I don't know really what, I don't really know. I think Penguin just want to be the king of the underworld. I don't think
that's it. No, that's it.
It's like, I don't really care about, corruption. I am corrupt. I am vengeance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he cares about that. Like,
but that's how it's levels to villains, right? Yeah. Because you have certain villains that really just want to rule the streets. Like, I got this new drug, I'm finna put it out, I'm finna make this money. Or you got the total chaotic villains that, hey, I'm about to flood the city. You got the Joker that's kidnapping people, putting them on ships to blow them up. Like, it's levels, it's tiers to this. But they cooking in this show.
Man, what?
They cooking. And Penguin is, I wouldn't have thought this before this series, but the Penguin is the perfect villain for a series, for a show. Like, this is, hey man,
bro. And then at the end of the episode, we pretty much find out that Penguin has his new layer to pretty much where he can grow his new crop of drugs, like, and he gonna be cooking out of there. I was like, and I'll just say this: Sophia being pretty much is on the other side of this. Sophia chess moves, like we seen, like we talked about last week, just her dissension and how her family played her against each other. And then now she's taking on the new guard. And now pretty much, she's putting away her petty differences that her father had with the Maronis. Yeah. And we're going to form this alliance because we got to get this nigga out of here. I'm going to kill you later. But right now, we got to get him.
This is the thorn in my side.
Right. And she was, I love that. Like, she pretty much killed the old concierge. I can't say it right. Like, he's the lawyer.
Wait,
like the dude she shot at the table.
That's her uncle. That was her uncle.
He's not family. That's the only reason she didn't kill him.
Oh, I'm tripping.
It's like the consigliere. Yeah, I can't say it. They be saying it all fancy, man.
No, it's cool.
I couldn't stick the landing. No, did it. But you know what I'm saying? Stick the landing. Name of the episode: Stick the landing.
There it is. That's it. There it is.
But no, I mean, and we'll debate about that. I'm not sure, but I think he's not. The uncle was the one that she killed for sure. Like the one that was at the head of the table. He was always kind of like, the mob always has like a lawyer that kind of knows everything, kind of knows the ins and outs. Okay. So she kept him alive because he worked under her dad.
Right.
And then he finally told her the reason why his mama got killed, and it was just a lot going on with that. But she pretty much gave, life to the other goons in the organization to promote loyalty, which I think was very, very smart and dope.
Oh, for sure.
So she got the goons, she got the manpower, so, and they fear her.
It's crazy because her dad, who was the head of the Falcone family, who got killed at the end of the Batman, didn't realize it, but pretty much groomed her to do that. Like he was trying. At one point, because he even told her that he wanted her to take over the family, right? But then she started looking to her mother's death, and ultimately sent her to Arkham Asylum. Where in Arkham Asylum, he tried to have her killed. So whole fight or flight thing, right? So she ended up actually going crazy and actually killing people, and that's what really turned her brain to a different sense. And when she got out, we've been seeing it ever since she got out, and has turned this entire season on its head, right? Because now she took out the family. She's clearly over the family now, and now she is making that alliance with her family's sworn enemies. To take the Penguin out.
The coldest thing she did was kill her cousin, and her husband, and then then the baby went to Child Protective Services. Like, she watched them do that.
She did.
Like, damn, she can't stay. Like, she can't stay with you.
She ain't want the baby to be witness to that, because it would have been a cycle, right? Because she went through that. She didn't want the baby to go through the same thing she did. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy cycle, bro.
I know. So she better off in foster care. All right, cool.
Damn, in Gotham.
That's right. Listen. Hey, listen. I know my parents were fucked up, but they was rich. Like, I got money, baby. Now I gotta go live in a group home. That's crazy. Do they have different group homes for rich kids?
Ooh, that is a great question.
Like, if you came from wealth,
in my brain, I'm saying no, but I don't know.
Right. And then you like you said, in Gotham.
Yikes! Damn, that's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
See, hey, man, we'll talk later. Hey, clearly, we have reached the end of the docket. Johnny, what you got for him, brother?
Listen, if you're on YouTube, thank you for rocking with us this long. Hit that comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And we'll catch y'all next week.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.